altar of privatization.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you.
Sri Premachandran.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, sir, for providing me this opportunity to intervene in this debate. Sir, I have already moved, I've already given notices of amendments, more than 10 amendments. I will not speak at the time of moving amendments, so I may be provided with little bit bonus time. Sir, the Banking Laws Amendment Bill 2024 is against the basic principles of legislative process. At the time of introduction of the bill itself, I have made my opposition. Why? Because the distinct provisions of difference bill proposed to be amended or put together for attaining different aims and objects is not a fair legislative practice, for which distinct and separate bills have to be brought in the House so as to make amendments. In this case, 5 legislations are to be amended. I'm not going to the details of that. If it is rightly, honorable member from the other side has said that it is consequential amendments. These are all not consequential amendments. One is the Cooperative Director Board, and another one is regarding the threshold, and another one is entirely different. So different acts for different purposes and clubbed together and coming as a consolidated law means this is not a fair legal practice, legislative practice. So that is my technical objection regarding this bill that I have made at the time of the introduction of the bill also. Sir, coming to the contents of the bill, I support the bill, I support the bill with some reservations, Sir, the recent reports relating to Indian banking sector shows that Indian banks are more vibrant and resilient. And key banking indicators, namely credit growth, net profit, CRAR, GNPA ratio, NNPA ratio, PCR are in good condition, I do admit. I would like to know from the Honorable Finance Minister, at the same time when you are making a rosy picture of the health, financial, fiscal health of the Indian banks, when you are making such a picture, I would like to know from the Honorable Minister, what is the amount written off during the last 3 financial years? Sir, it is learned that in the last quarterly profit of SBI is 18,000 crores. That means per day SBI is making a profit of 200 crores. And I would like to know from the Honorable Minister, because the recent reply on 25th November 2024, this reply given by the Honorable Minister in question number 144, for the industry alone, during the 23-24, 1,80,500 crores of rupees are written off in 23-24 financial year. And as far as the retail loans, 90,000 crores of rupees have been waived off. So this is the way by which the banks are functioning. So that sector, I would like to know the clear picture regarding this. But as far as the SARFAESI is concerned, because Mr. Karthi Chidambaram was talking about the educational loans. See, the SARFAESI Act has become a big phenomenon and it has become a big issue. As far as the single house loan borrowers and the small and micro enterprises loans, I suggest to the Honorable Minister, please, when it becomes an NPA, an opportunity may be provided to the small and micro enterprises loans, because small and micro enterprises loans are 80% of the MSME, 95% of the MSME is from this category, small and micro enterprises. So they should be given an opportunity to restructure the loans instead of stamping it as an NPA. This has to be taken into consideration, for which the government of India has to discuss with the Reserve Bank of India so as to have an amicable solution to help and protect this poor small and micro enterprises. And coming to another issue, sir, regarding the cashew industry in my constituency in the state of Kerala, not only in the state of Kerala, throughout the country, 95% of the cashew workers are poor women belonging to the very, very downtrodden people. Unfortunately, the state chief minister has convened a meeting of all the banks in the SLBC and decided to have a one-time settlement. But unfortunately, the banks are not honoring and complying the commitment made at the time of the SLBC. That has to be looked into. Sir, coming to the clauses of the bill, sir, section 45ZA, that is clause 10 of the bill, that is of the banking regulation, has to be amended to give effect to provide nomination for not more than 4 persons, either successively or simultaneously. Karthik Chidambaram has made a very vital point. Successive and simultaneous nomination is more problematic than the existing provisions of the law. I will explain, sir. Sir, that the proposed, sir, please. I'm purely within the bill. And
yes, I know, but time consent is there.
Madam is ready to hear. Sir, please. Madam will reply after 10 or 15 minutes.
Good point.
Sir, I'm fully confining to the bill. Sir, another important amendment is the proposed amendments give provision for proportionate allocation for nominees. This is successive and simultaneous nomination, number one. And number two is a provision for proportionate allocation for nominees and restricting the number of nominees to 4. My question is, suppose, number one question is whether it is in consonance with the succession law. Because a nominee is only entitled to collect the money. He is legally not entitled to get the money. A nominee means he is only entitled to receive the money. But suppose if I am having 5 sons, I want to give five persons as nominees. Why should we restrict the number of nominees to 4? Instead of having the number of legal aids in which he wants to allocate the money. And the second point he has raised, I would like to reiterate, Investor Education Protection Fund. Sir, by virtue of the SB Act, Acquisition and Transfer of Undertakings Act of 76 as well as 1980, it's provide for transferring unpaid or unclaimed dividend to an unpaid dividend account. If the money is in the unpaid dividend account, he is not paid or not claimed within 7 years, it will be transferred to Investor Education Protection Fund and that can claim from that fund. Sir, it is reliably laid that as on 31/10/2022, total balance amount in IPF is around 5,539.25 crores. How this money is being utilized?
Please,
Sir, one minute. Huge amount of money is locked up as an unclaimed deposit. About 78,000 crores is lying with RBI in the Depositor Education and Awareness Fund. Similarly, huge amount is locked up as unclaimed amount under insurance policies that will come around 22,000 crores. And similarly, unclaimed amount of interest. Interest amount and dividend warrant will be equal to 80,000 crores. Most of these amounts are due to be paid to the legal aids. Due to the difficult procedure, it is very difficult to get it back. Recent report prepared by the Money Life Foundation suggested to simplify the standard of procedures and rules so that the legal aids can avail the benefits. So I urge upon the Honorable Minister, RBI has to simplify the procedure, duly guarding against the fraudulent claim so that the bank official can also settle the claim and protecting the interests of the claimants. With these words, I conclude. Thank you very much.
Honorable Member Sudama Prasad.